Hi, it's Amy Sari. I am here to talk about how I have created a special room in my virtual art studio. So this is my virtual art studio. I am an elementary art teacher and I teach a choice-based art program based on teaching for artistic behavior. And this is the opening of my room, but I want to talk about how I created my Bloxels room. Bloxels is a game design app that my students absolutely love, and they can get to my special area for Bloxels when they go into the Arcade, or Artcade as I like to call it, and go into the Bloxels game. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about how I created this. That includes all of the tutorials for my students to be able to use while we are teaching virtually. So I'm going to come into a sample page here and a blank page, and the first thing I'm going to do is create a background. Now, I learned how to do these last summer when I knew we were going to be virtual for the year, and I joined a Facebook group called Bitmoji for Educators, or Bitmoji Craze for Educators. And so I was able to actually find a lot of the information that I needed on that page. And I was able to copy and edit ones that other teachers had already created. And so from those tutorials, I learned that we can start with our slide and changing the background. And I'll choose an image and always look for the wall and floor background. I like this one with the brick. It's a little bit different than the one I have in my original room. And what that allows us to do is have a background that doesn't move when I'm adding things. Then we need to start adding furniture. And you want to make sure you're going up to Insert, Image, and you can search the web straight from here. And so the first thing I'm going to search for, actually I finally found this one. This was in my original room. If I searched for kitchen counter transparent background, and you want to make sure you're looking for transparent background. Although if you do find something that you like, that's fine, because I have a site we can use that can change or take out the background, any white background, and I'll show you that in a moment. So here is my little coffee table for my media room I've got here. I also want a rug, so I'm going to delete this and put in rug with a transparent background. And I think that I wasn't finding one here. And so if you can't find one directly in here, you can search directly in Google, and this was the one that I liked. So, and in fact, when I tried to copy image and paste it, you'll see that I have that white background. So I'm going to show you how you can fix that by going to the site called remove.bg. And all I have to do right here is you can upload, drop a file, but you can actually copy and paste straight from Google, and it automatically takes out that white background, which is pretty amazing. And then I can just copy it straight from there and plug it into my page here. And I need this behind, so I'm using Mac, so it would be Command down. Or Control down if you're using another type of computer. Alternatively, you can change the order just by right-clicking or double-clicking on a trackpad and changing the order that way. So I have two objects here. I'm going to make my rug a little bit bigger and center things. And I'm not liking the color so much of this here. So what's nice is that you can format and recolor some of the options to be something a little different that will look good in the room. We can personalize this by adding nice touches on top of the table, and I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste from this room just to make it easier. But like I've shown you, all you have to do is go up to Insert Image and search the web. I'm just going to copy and paste these over. So if you find that you if you find that you don't have as much time, you can go to that Bitmoji Craze for Educators Facebook page and search there. But I'll also offer a link and a copy to my virtual art classroom as well. And it's easy to open up in your Google Slides. So some other options here, we can add fun things like lights, string lights, to really liven up the room. And we need the transparent background, so you can search in here to see if you're able to find any that have that transparent background. There was already some in here that I really did like, so, and it looks like they're already kind of connected. So again, I'm just going to copy and paste those here, hopefully. And I just click Shift and click Command C for copy, Command paste, and it goes right in, which is really nice. We need a nice large chalkboard to place our videos. No, that's 2 chalkboards. So sometimes it takes a little time to find what you really, really need and want. And again, you can go into Google. Just for the sake of time, I am going to copy this over. You'll also notice I use Bitmoji quite a lot with my virtual art studio. So you can see here for each page I have a different Bitmoji. That's a new one, the painting one. And for a while, Snapchat was connected to Bitmoji, and you're able to create these amazing 3D versions of Bitmoji. And some of them are still available. Unfortunately, the popcorn isn't, so I will be using this, but of course I can go up, and if you add that extension to the top of your page with Bitmoji, you can search for sitting to see if there's one with your Bitmoji sitting. And my computer's being a little slow, so I know that I am actually going to use this one, so I'm going to copy and paste that over. That's my fun. My popcorn, my fun Bitmoji of me eating popcorn while I watch. My tutorial videos. Also, you can search for these games, so like retro arcade games. And again, you're able to use that remove background, and that's where I found those. And then for my Bloxels game, this is actually a link to Bloxels Builder online. And Oops. And so with this one, all I did was add a GIF of Bloxels. So I searched for a GIF of Bloxels and then created a link. And that link will take you to the Bloxels builder. And then I just did a screenshot to collect the Bloxels logo. And then added my edition of the 1st through 5th grades availability. The last thing I'll talk about, because all of these other things are specific to you and how you want to decorate your room, is how I added the videos. Now on my original design, I used to put my videos in Padlet, but my students still were not able to see them, so I had to get really creative with adding videos. I still used my Padlet for the images because I liked the layout. So I actually, in my Padlet, I take a screenshot, which on my computer I can do by hitting the Control, Shift, Command, and 4 to grab a portion of this. And basically it copies it. And I'm able to paste it. And you can do that with any computer, really. You just have to Google how you do your screenshot, whether it's a Chromebook, a Microsoft Windows, and that would be the Snip and Sketch tool. And of course here I am putting these in. I'm going to raise that up a little bit. I'm actually going to raise all of these down. So it's all in the changing and editing. So now that I have this here, how do I get the video links? Well, I actually just put a shape on top that is transparent. So right now it's not transparent, so I did the rectangle and then I just make it transparent and I make the outline transparent, and then I'm able to create a link. So I'm going to have that link here, and I'm going to link it. In my original, I actually link them to video link that I use to paste my YouTube videos in, but I've actually decided I want to add my videos in Google Drive. And so for this one, this is how to create your backgrounds. So I'm going to move that blank one, oops, in the wrong spot. I'm going to move this blank one down here to, or over here. It's a little different. And then I can link it to page 2, which is where that video is. And so now when I present, and we're in this page, when I click this, I come to the page where the video will automatically play, straight in Google. So it's pretty amazing. All I need to do now is create some links that will take me back to the previous page, and you can do that by adding buttons. You can see in my original, I have these back home buttons so that it will take me straight back to there. And I want one that will take me straight back to my Bloxels media room. And let's see. I have lots of pages here. So I have this fun one here because I took that and made it small. So maybe I will take the purple one from here. copy, put it here, and then I can just cover it and have it be my back button to my media room here. So that's the basics of how you can start building your room or creating a Bloxels room and adding videos. You can have them, of course, link straight to YouTube or to video link if you are a teacher and your students have devices that don't work very well. Alternatively, you can use sites like KeepVid to save those videos, and I have a separate tutorial for that if you want to check it out. And then you can upload them straight into your Google Drive, which is what I've done, so that I'm going to be able to have my students have one space where all of their videos are. They're already large, and they can get there quickly. Now, the last thing you're going to want to do for this before you share it with your students is you do need to publish this. So when you go up to File and Publish to the Web, you can publish it so it's not in open slides. It's just a page, basically like a web page, that is clickable, so that when you go to it or when you share it with other people and your students, it's just a page like this. So it's clickable. They can click to go back home. They can click on the videos that will take them to there. And I've even added links to other sites or to PDFs that they're able to print. And that's the basics of how I created my Bloxels Artcade in my virtual art studio. I'll take you there just to see. And this is it. And so all of these are links, the Artcade, and straight to Bloxels. Straight to the Bloxels builder. Which tonight is going to take a little time to load. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and check out any of my other tutorials on my YouTube page. Again, this is Amy Sari. Thank you.